Hey guys, sorry for the absence. Had to take care of some stuff. Gonna do another video today. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't go along the typical path, the mainstream. I like to tell you the truth. Um, the problems, a lot of the problems we have, it starts in our mind. And I do talk a lot about how food affects the body and decisions we make, mental health issues, things like that. And along the lines of talking about things you wouldn't normally hear about, hope. I'm going to say that this video, its purpose is not just to teach you, it's also for me. I'm going to let some of my guard down, talk to you as if I would talk to my childhood self. The main goal of this video is to hit a nerve in anyone who sees it and to encourage you to ask for help from anywhere you can. Society teaches us self-sufficiency, independence, and things like that when we were never meant to be alone. And it starts out in Genesis chapter 1. I don't know the verse. Not good for man to be alone, made for him a helper. We were meant to live a happy life, yet most people are not. Every single one of us has eaten that apple of death, the misery. I think I know better. I don't have to listen. I know better than the author of life. And along with this is a recent example that's crossed my mind to handle this life is to check the owner's manual. A power greater than ourselves that created us. We did not create ourselves. A car, that Ford Explorer you're driving, did not build itself. It has an owner's manual. Like with that car, when the check engine light comes on, you take it to a mechanic, you check the owner's manual to see how to fix it. And human beings were meant the same way. We are not the creator, we are the created. And every single one of us needs guidance along the way. Every one of us. But as far as going back to that owner's manual, it goes for our body and our mind. To stop fighting with the world around us, to stop being trouble, to stop causing trouble. Hit the reset button when things go wrong, like they do for all of us. Every single one of us can hit a reset button. I did hear an acronym for hope several years ago. I don't remember exactly when. Hold on, pain ends. When all is going wrong, when you don't feel like you can go on, I felt that way many times. Remember learning, I had heard it said, this too shall pass. Everything is temporary. Every single pain we have is temporary. I've been learning, I had 32 years old, I had a heart surgery, and in that time I was quietly hoping for an unsuccessful heart surgery. And, that was what I was hoping for, and realizing after that, obviously, it went well, but that all the pain we have is temporary. The pain I have is temporary. And the best way I can describe is to, instead of being subjective about yourself and thinking about yourself, flip it. Flip those thoughts. Imagine you have a family member, close friend, feeling the way I felt, asking praying for God that was the end with the depression. Imagine your child is feeling that way, or a loved one. Imagine that other person going through the same thing, because several others do every second, every minute, every day. What would you tell that person? This applies for me as well, as hard as it is to see things from any other way than my own. What would you tell your child who's feeling hopeless? What would you tell your child who is suffering through something or has mental illness? What would you tell that person? Sometimes hope starts with the idea that if you can't do something good, hold off for the time being. Don't do anything. Don't make things worse. When in doubt, do nothing. As hard as it is, we all go through it. You know, in the struggles of hope versus hopelessness, life versus death, self-sabotage versus doing something productive, you know, take an action. Do something you wouldn't normally do. You know, when you don't have the energy, then take the action. Go to the gym anyway, whatever it is. You know, and I share with people, I've had a personal trainer license, that the hardest part of going to the gym is going to the gym, is getting in the car and going. But do something you wouldn't normally do. When you feel down, watch a funny movie, watch a TV show. I like South Park and Impractical Jokers. They always make me laugh to get out of a bad spot. Talk to someone, ask for help. There are suicide hotlines, anxiety hotlines. Call somebody. Do something you don't think you can, or at least try. As shown in a previous video, I talked about DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. Go to the gym, get that runner's high. You know, if you're an addict, go to the gym. Instead of doing drugs, get that runner's high as you chase for the drugs and alcohol to get out of yourself. You know, what I find helps is thinking of a funny moment from childhood. I can think back to some summers in between school years that I had some great times that still I remember that make me laugh, to get out of that depressive mindset. Found an app. It had to be some point within the last year. It's called Woebot. Woebot. It helps challenge your thinking. It specializes it's an AI thing, but it specializes its answers to you with whatever you need. It helps keep track of your thoughts, keeps track of your moods. Join a support group. I've mentioned this with my family. Use Eventbrite, use Meetup. You know, go join a site to help meet with people with similar or even different interests. Try something different. Take a cooking class. One of the most important things that I can tell you from experience, you know, when I lost 90-something pounds, you know, a long time ago, and I'm losing weight again, is watch what you eat. Do some exercise. Despite how you feel, getting exercise is a positive beyond words to get out of sitting in misery. I hate it, but I always feel better leaving the gym. Well, I like leaving the gym because I don't want to be there anymore, but I always feel better mentally. Losing weight, getting in shape is an esteemable act. It's always a self-esteem boost. It's that insurance that you're doing something good for yourself. Cannot describe enough what losing 90 pounds back in the day did. I'm losing that weight again. I'm down 30-something pounds in 3 months. And, you know, and it's unfortunately repeatedly been proven to be one of the best self-esteem boosts of my life. You know, there is, and I've learned over the years, the only real shame if you need help is not asking for it. Every one of us needs help with something. You know, it's not good for man to be alone. The shame comes from is not needing help and getting it, but needing it and not asking for it. Not getting it because I couldn't ask. You know, I'm going to end this video with this. In the scheme of things, everything is temporary. Everything will pass. Everything, the depression, whatever it is. You know, don't put your hope in something temporary. Easier said than done. But if you need anything, I'm here for you. ChangeYourLight.com.